Hello and welcome to today's Monday update. It was a great weekend that we had at our two campuses. Worship, we had a graduation celebration as we recognized high school and college graduates. We began a new adult Bible class series. Shifting into summer mode, we even had our Thursday outdoor worship service on June 11th, and we will continue to have those Thursday outdoor services all summer long. The community kitchen rolls right along, and we'd encourage you to volunteer for that as you are able. As we head into this new week, I'd encourage us to keep this verse in mind, words of Jesus from Matthew chapter 9, verses 37 and 38. He says to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest." Just a couple thoughts here. One, we should note that Jesus is asking his disciples to pray for this, and then Jesus answers that prayer by sending those very same disciples. Even though they were prone to mistakes, even though they were new to following Jesus and did not entirely understand him, he still sent them. And we can trust that Jesus is willing and able and wants to work through us as well, so we should be willing to work. We should also note that it's his harvest. That's the church, the mission field, bringing folks into harvest, knowing the peace and the power of the cross of Jesus, but it's his harvest, not ours. Everything we do at St. Luke, everything in the broader church, is about Jesus. It's not about us. And there is a lot going on because we want people to know about Jesus, and we who believe in Jesus want to be built up together in faith in Jesus. And so we've launched a new sermon series and adult Bible class series called Redeemer's Rookies. Every Sunday we're going to be studying a different disciple, but how does that disciple interact with the teachings and the miracles of Jesus as described in the gospel reading for that week? Well, we're going to be hearing a lot from the Gospel of Matthew all summer long and talking about all 12 disciples. Maybe you got one of the trading cards at church this weekend and you'll continue to receive trading cards. Try and collect the whole set of 12 apostles and trade with other church members if you find yourself that you're still missing one or two as we roll along. And the Adult Bible Class series is also on Redeemer's Rookies. The disciples that are discussed during the sermon will be the same disciples discussed in more detail during Bible class. And so that's a great time to come, ask questions, and continue to learn. Also, because we're shifting into summer mode, we have simplified and combined children's Bible classes at Meridian campus for students in 5th grade and younger. We have that children's Bible class. Students 6th grade and older are invited to come to the adult Bible class. Here's a little sneak peek at what you can expect from the younger kids' Bible class this summer.
There we go. Noah did this. He did all that God had commanded.
Hey, Will, can I go in front of you?
Looking good. Even when the job was difficult, Noah didn't worry. Who did he have on his side?
God.
He had God on his side.
And the animals.
Well, honey, he had a few animals on that ark, too, yeah.
He had a lot.
Well, as you can see, that's a lot of energy, but it's grounded in God's Word. God told Noah to do all sorts of things, and the students did all kinds of things going through their obstacle course as well, remembering that this is from the book of Genesis. It's God's work in our world. Really, really cool stuff. Well, coming up, we have VBS, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about regarding VBS. First, we still need some volunteers, and so here's another short video about what it might look like to volunteer for Vacation Bible School.
Yeah. Come on. Can you imagine a love that will never end? God is. Can you imagine a king who calls you a friend? God is. God is the creator and powerful king. God knows the biggest and small.
As you can see, volunteering for VBS does not require specialized training. You don't have to be an expert at working with kids. Just have an open heart. Have joy, have a little patience. It'll be a great time. And so if you'd like to sign up as a volunteer or as a participant, you can do so using the QR code that you now see on your screen, or you can contact the church office if you have any questions about that. Also, here's a sign-up page that we'd like to keep in mind for some donations that we might need for snacks, and also donations needed for a variety of materials for crafts and science projects and those sorts of things during VBS week. If you can get those into the church office in the next few days leading up to next Sunday, that would be fantastic. And finally, if you are planning to volunteer for VBS, there is an informational meeting this Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Meridian Campus. We would love for all of our VBS volunteers to make it to this meeting. We'll hear some important safety information, hear a little bit more about the theme for VBS, some best practices to keep everyone safe and happy and well during VBS week, and you'll get to meet some other volunteers. So that should be a wonderful time. Finally, we have our youth event coming up this weekend, a kickball and campfire event at Meridian Campus. We'll play a kickball game on the ball field and have a bonfire in the backyard of the parsonage just behind the ball field. Will be a great time for our youth to get to know each other and spend some more time with Vicar Jared before he wraps up his time and heads back to the seminary to complete his pastoral formation in a few weeks here. He'll be heading back to the seminary. One final note, if you are watching this video on Monday before 7 p.m., please come to the voters meeting tonight. I hope to see you there at Meridian Campus. And may you all go into this week as people who know the peace and the power of the cross of Jesus.